so much for coming to my channel today. Now, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please help us hit the red button so that you can get our video once we upload it. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about a news article that I saw that people were talking about. I mean, for all some of us that have left Nigeria and we're living in Obodo Yibo in a Western world, how long does it take for you to acclimatize? That's for you to get a house, for you to get your papers, for you to get everything, and for you to access some credits. Now, I saw this video. I don't know if you guys have seen it. And to be frank with you, I want us to talk about it. So join me as I talk about this issue because it affects me. All right, so join me as I talk about this issue. All right, so I don't know if you guys have seen this video or this talk of a Nigerian man that lives in Canada. So the man went on Twitter and he was talking about the fact that he just relocated from Nigeria to Canada, and within 2 years, he's gotten a house, he has a baby. Congratulations to him, and that he's doing so well. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, like, should I leave UK? I said, should I leave UK and start going to Canada? Because, let me tell you something, because some of us came into the Western world as students. I mean, that's one of the ways to come in here. And some of us actually came in here, maybe because we are born here in the early days, and then we came here and we now want to, live here now. Some people come into visiting and they actually decide to stay back. Now, the only person that will, within 2 years, get a house, get everything, most times are people who are born here and their parents took them to Nigeria and then they came back. But the way this guy painted this story, the thing gave me high BP. I was like, 2 years. How good is Canada? Now, if you're watching this video or if you ever watch this video and you can give us, I don't live in Canada. I've heard about Canada, but how real is this story that someone will leave Nigeria within 2 years? I mean, within 2 years, he's gotten a mortgage. All right, if you don't know about Nigerians now. So when this guy, puts his story out, see Nigerians, I swear to God, people are just talking how life, American life is better, Western world life is better. You bought cash and paying mortgage. That means he just paid the whole thing cash. Or I don't know if this person is a commenter, I don't know. But when I saw that he paid cash, hey, no. I'm still wondering, how did he do it? We're going to address that. And I hope if you're any of my friends, you live in the Western world and you are watching this, please, I'm inviting you. The links are on my social media. How is it possible for someone to live in the Western world within 2 years? He has not gotten pepper. He has not even stabilized. He was able to get a mortgage. You guys know me. I like researching. I don't do my video without researching. So I'm going to take you through mortgage, okay, in the Western world. All right. So, but let me tell you, the Nigerians now, they'll start talking, how they wish they would live. Oh, his Mama God has helped him. Oh, God is too much. Oh, you tried it and you are, Nigerians, all of us, most times, we think about leaving the country because of what is happening in our country, because of the economic situation. We get that, okay? And to be frank with you, if you have the opportunity, if you want to really go, please, you get out if you can. If you don't want to stay back, God has a way of helping people in Nigeria. Some people in Nigeria are rich, are making a lot of money. So it's not as if you must travel. But what I don't like is when people hype Western world. Let me tell you something. It is not easy. You see, when you are coming to the Western world, give yourself a time frame of 5 years to settle down, because it takes an average of 5 years for you to get your papers. It takes an average of 5 years for you to settle down. Then you now start getting into the system. So I wonder how this guy, I don't know, because he didn't give us the whole detail. That's why I don't like people giving us testimony without telling him. A young girl will go and maybe a sugar daddy will give her money or buy her a house, and she'll come to church and come and say, praise the Lord. I mean, I doubt certain things. He did not give us the process. How did he do it? How was he able to get a mortgage within 2 years of living in the Western world? All right, babe, where is I need Kingsley to come on. Where is Kingsley? Where is Osho? I have some people that I know, they know about these things. I need them to come up. I help me call some of my friends to come up. Come on, because I cannot believe that someone is able to get a mortgage within 2 years. It's possible, but let's look at Canada and their mortgage system, okay? So if you want to get a mortgage in Canada, what are those things that you really need to have in place? Do you understand? So let's look at it. So for you to get a mortgage in Canada, this is their government, policy. Now, you must have a 15% residential, it's kind of like, for you to even think about it, yeah, you will have to have money to pay 15%. What's it called now, babe? Is it called in UK? What you have to pay to the government? Is it tax? Something tax, yeah? So you have to pay, and you have to pay the government like 15% tax on purchase of the residential property. So if you're buying any house in the Western world, you will pay a tax that you bought a house, and it's 15%. I what we call it in the UK. So it's not just I want to buy a house. House is not like, it's not duro. Not only that, so let me finish you, because me, I'm still wondering. You need to get a mortgage from a mortgage broker. Now, this is the bit that got me, wondering, how did he do it? Now, for mortgage brokers to even talk to you, you must have a credit history. It must be somebody that they can actually trace your credit history for 6 years. That is in the UK. I am telling you, in the UK, they can't just give you mortgage like that. They must be able to trace your history, credit history. So I'm just wondering, how did he do it? It's Canada's system. What I'm saying is, because if you want to go to Canada and you know this is possible, maybe it's possible. I didn't know it was possible. But giving people false hope or false hype because you want to clot or because you want them to use your agency to come to Canada is not nice. And what other things are requested? I want to show you guys things that government require for you to have before you even get a mortgage. So in Canada, yeah, you must have a deposit. Now I'm talking about 20% to 5%. Now this is for residents that are citizens. You must have like 20% to 5% deposit. Deposits. And when I say 20%, it's not little money. Most of the houses, like maybe want to buy 150,000 house or 50,000 pounds. Sorry, pounds. I think naira. $150,000 house. You must give them like 20%. 20% of the thousands. You understand? So how is it possible for someone who left Nigeria for 2 years to have saved that amount of money? That's why when I was like, this story was like, there are things about this story which I don't really understand. I don't know if you guys have seen the story. This is the story. So how is it possible for him to have saved this amount of money? I'm telling you, this amount of money, yeah, within 2 years. I still don't, it's still something that I'm still wondering. You left Nigeria. If you don't have your paper, how were you able to get this amount of money to pay for your deposit? How is it possible? How is it possible? Now, people, they don't, give us the whole story of their story. They will give us the bit that are fine. When I was talking to my husband about this, yeah, we said the only possible way that this guy was able to do this is if he was bankrupt from Africa. Because if you have your cash, if you have your money and you can pay down right, like it's okay, they'll be happy to sell the property to you. So this guy should tell us, is his brother a governor, or is he linked to a president? Or you can't be coming to give me praise the Lord when you don't give me the whole story. Where did you get the money from? Stop giving it. Why I'm angry is that some of my friends now will see this kind of story, or my mom, or my dad, or my sister. They will see this kind of story. Somebody went to Canada for 2 years. The person has bought a house. So they will now start telling me, what have I been doing for the past 10 years? See this man. No. I am angry with this story. It's personal. Please now. Why would you guys be treating people this way? So they would think that we've been sweeping the streets off. of Obodoyibo. Tell us how you were able to do it. Tell us. Don't tell us that you came into Obodoyibo within 2 years, you bought a house. How were you able to do it? The system does not allow you to just come in and buy a house unless you are bankrolled from Africa, unless someone gave you money. Even if you're a drug dealer, let me tell you, even if you must have a credit history. They must trace where you get your money from. And most times, it's not even that easy. You might live in the Western world and you think it's so easy to buy a house. Let me give you another policy that they have put in place, which makes it impossible. Now read this, yeah? If you are a non-citizen, there is a caveat for you. Now, if you're, the second paragraph, if you're a non-resident, you're only able to borrow 65% of the purchase price. So we need to stamp up. So you can't even borrow all the money. You can't even borrow all the money. If you're not a citizen, you can't borrow all the money. So how was this guy able to get this amount of money? Like, when we talk about properties in the Western world, we're talking about like $150,000 or $250,000. Yeah, we're looking at how much, baby, if you convert it, how much is it like in Nigeria in millions? Do you understand? So this is a man who left Nigeria. Him and his wife left Nigeria. They went to Canada. Now, at least you land, maybe you're a student, you land, you must first of all sort out your immigration. That's when you leave Nigeria and you get into white man house. The only thing that gets into your head is, how can I sort out my stay? How am I able to sort it out? So did it take you 6 months, one month to sort out the immigration, then for you to buy a property? This hallelujah, no gel. This testimony, no gel. I mean, to be frank with you, it doesn't gel. This is not coming up. I've been waiting for him to come up because I thought he was going to come up, because this is what I can help me analyze his story. Oh my. Hey, because this is no gel at all. Gel. Okay, so anyway, I don't know if you guys believe him. I don't know if you don't. I don't know anything much about living if he's not picking is fine. So I don't know much about Canadian property markets, but this cannot happen in the UK unless you had your money, unless you came in with your money, unless his wife was living in Canada and she was working and she had her stay and she was comfortable and they used the wife's paper. But for him to just come into Nigeria, leave Nigeria, come into Canada, be able to get his mortgage within 2 years, he must have been bankrolled from Africa, because the money is not duro. If he just left, even if, I don't even know, how did he even get his papers? 2 years. You have not even saved money to get your paper. Then you now use money, you have money to buy mortgage. This guy must either come from a very rich home, either had money saved from home, somebody bankrolled from home. If not, please, my final advice, me, I do video to give people advice, yeah? My advice to you is, please, don't let some of the testimonies that people give you, don't let it give you high BP, because some of them are lies. Some of them are, even if they are not lies, their truths are not really actually told, because they don't tell it to you, the whole thing that happened. They will give you the part that sounds okay, or the part that makes it look as if like, it is so good. Do you understand? But the whole truth, the whole package, you don't know it. See, Nigerians now making comments. Everybody is talking about how good, in fact, they want to travel. People are making comments on his war. People are wanting to just leave Nigeria. But he did not give them the whole truth. And it's better for us to tell people the truth. If you come to the Western world, give yourself 5 years to 10 years to settle down before you buy a property. But for you to think that you can just come in and buy a property, you must be bankrolled from Africa. Because the most important thing when you come in is your papers. You want to get your papers, you want to settle, you want to get a good job. Now, even if he got a good job, he needs to build his credit history. which is very important. Before a mortgage company will touch you, you must have good credit history. So that's all I want to say, because I felt like this story, if I know address some, I'm going to be getting a lot of people telling me, why this, why that. The story is not really, there's something fishy about it. So the guy didn't tell us the whole. What do you think, babe? Yeah. You think I'm right? Am I not? Yeah, I mean, the guy, he didn't tell us the whole story. There's a background to this story. You should tell us who gave him the money, or how did they get the money, or what, whether they were citizens before. Maybe they were Canadian citizens before and they traveled. It's easier for you. But if you don't get pepper, I'm telling you, if you don't get pepper, you don't even get anybody. You just carry your bag. Maybe you went there as a student and this guy is giving you high BP. You want to just go and you will die, yo. You will just die because it's not real. Or you went there, you go and visit somebody and you stayed back and you think, I don't reach up, but I'm gonna get. It's not like that. It's not really like that. I'm telling you, no matter, even if you do 2 jobs or 4, if not all people, everybody for they don't get them now. No, you must pay your dues. The system is set up in such a way that you are comfortable, but you pay your dues before you get those kind of things. Like, give yourself 5 years. Okay, he's 2 years. I don't believe it. Unless he was bankrupt from Africa. All right, guys, that's me talking to you about this story. And because I wanted to address some people who are making comments and saying, they want to travel, they can't wait to go. It's not always like that. It's not really like that, okay? Obodo is not, there's no code on the street. You walk and walk and walk and walk until you get there. Unless you have Abraham father for Nigeria that will be giving you money. Yeah. So basically, tell him I'm about to go off. I don't have to. It's only 5 minutes. So anyway, so no, he needs to come up now. Oh, I'm going. I can't wait. It's not a long. It's a short show. All right, guys. So basically, I've sent the link to him. If he's coming up now, he needs to come up, or I'm gonna go. The person was supposed to join us in this talk show. He's very busy. He can't really talk. He's somewhere, and he said he can't talk. So he was supposed to give us some background information about this, because I wanted to ask him a question, but apparently he's on the phone with my husband and he's not able to join us. Hopefully another time we'll get another guest that will join us. Until that time, bye-bye, everybody. Take care.